Good afternoon, it's Jan from Twinks Stamping. I am an independent Stampin' Up UK demonstrator. I have come along today to show you a card that I've made using the Ornate Style stamp set. You've seen me use this before, but I do absolutely love it. I make no excuses for that. I absolutely love it. And the card that I made is this one. I actually made it for somebody in mind, so I thought I may as well show you how I've put it together. Okay, I've actually used, all I've used is Daffodil Delight and Old Olive, and of course the Wink of Stella. The embossing is the Wrapped in Texture embossing folder, and the sentiment is from, if I can remember, from the Forever Blossoms stamp set. Cherish every moment of this day. Yeah, so we'll get on with it. Okie doke, we'll just pop that there so that I know what I'm doing. You're going to need a piece of Whisper White thick, and it's going to be cut at 14.8 by 21 centimetres, scored at 10.5 centimetres. Then you're going to need a piece of Daffodil Delight, or whatever colour you choose. Yellow is my favourite, and so is it for the person who's going to be receiving it, so that's quite handy because I enjoyed making that. 8.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres for your piece of mat. Then this piece is going to be 12 centimetres by 8 centimetres. You've actually, can you see I've actually embossed it to save some time. Okay, and the embossing folder I used is the Wrapped in Texture. You've seen me use it 100 times now. It's the thin ones, the thinner ones, a pack of 2 that will fit in the new machine, die cutting machine, when it gets released. Okay, you can see those 2. Very nice. I've yet to use this one. Maybe I should use that one next. But I do like me Wrapped in Texture. I really love the pattern, the way it sticks out. So yes, you need that and that. You need a spare piece of Whisper White for your flower to be stamped on. You'll need a strip of smoky slate, and that measures 2 centimetres by whatever, because we're going to cut it down once the sentiment's done. Then you're going to stamp on this I think actually that was not 2 centimetres, I think it was 1.5 centimetres, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it was 1.5. I made this one just over 1 centimetres so that I could get the sentiment actually stamped on it. It's we may have to do that a few times before I actually get it right. So that's that. I think I've given you everything that you need. Yes, you're going to need your Daffodil Delight blends and your Old Olive blend for your leaves. Okay, so the only stamping really to do is the flower and the sentiment, but I am going to layer up first the, and also there's a tiny piece of Daffodil Delight ribbon that I've just tucked a piece underneath this, and I've cheated because I thought, what a waste if I put it right the way round and back round the back of it again. I'm actually just going to go about as far as here, I think it is. It's not very far at all. Just adhered that to the embossed piece. Yeah, because, well, it's a waste, isn't it? So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do my stamping first. Stamping and colouring, because I need to sit down. So I tend to stand up when I'm crafting, and it's not brilliant for my back. So I'm going to stamp, and then I will sit to colour. There's not an awful lot of colouring because, as you can see, I have only actually coloured the centres of the daisies and the other little flowers. I think that is so effective. Again, it's clean and it's simple. Ink your flower up well. I'm using Smoky Slate again. And now I'm going to stamp this onto this piece of card. It'll only just fit. But I didn't want too much waste. Because we do waste a lot of card. Well, I do. I do waste an awful lot of card. I don't know how you store yours, but I have mine in A4 Ziploc bags that I get from Amazon. I use them quite a bit actually, the Ziploc bags, because I put them in my 12x12 DSP and my 12x12 cardstock. I always put them into those 12x12 Ziploc bags because it keeps them neat. And what I can do is I put any scraps in that pack on the outside, because I keep the DSP in its actual wrapper. I think I should show you what I mean rather than just waffle on. So like with this paper, I've got all the scraps in the Ziploc bag, and then I actually keep the paper in its cellophane packet, the packet that it comes in. And then I know that what's new stuff, and then the rest of it, I know it's all cut up and kept in that Ziploc bag. And it's nice and neat and tidy. All the scraps are in there, and I do that also with my cardstock. So anyway, I waffle. I'm sitting down now, and I'm going to colour. I think I'm going to use the dark Daffodil Delight to do the centres of my flowers. I'm not that end. I really need to purchase a new Daffodil Delight. So I've squashed the other end. I don't know how I've done it or how it's been done. I really don't know. So I'm just colouring in the centres. That wind's still howling away out there. It's been here for days, this wind. We go from one extreme to the other, don't we? We go from a heat wave to now with all this wind and rain. Still, I'm not complaining because I really couldn't cope in that heat. That was really doing me. Couldn't cope at all, couldn't sleep. Oh, this has got a furry end as well. I think I need to get my other old olive pens out. Let's see how I'm doing with them. I bought some new ones, that's better. I did purchase some new ones. Sorry if this is painful sitting here watching me colouring. You could use pencils, of course. You could use anything to colour your image in. I like the blends because, again, they're quick. I might try with the other end. These poor delivery men out there, battling against the wind. Just seen one with a large box, trying to get in the door. It's quite strange now, isn't it? At the beginning of all this COVID, you know, the drivers wouldn't come anywhere near you. But gradually they're getting closer. I should be so pleased when this COVID clears off and we get back to some form of normality. Hope I'm in shot. You wouldn't believe it, I'm sitting here and my feet are so cold, I've actually got cramp in my toes. Making it hard for me to concentrate. That's better. Couldn't see what I was doing. I'll try and speed things up a little bit. I've still not heard from the our airline. We're supposed to be flying out to Canada at the end of September, beginning of October. We've not been contacted yet. To be honest, I would rather not go this year and postpone it till next year, when hopefully things have calmed down a little bit more. I'm not sure actually if people are being accepted into Canada. The last we were told, which was I think it was last month, we got an email saying that you'd have to quarantine for 14 days if you went to Canada. Well, my holiday's actually only 10 days, so I couldn't do that. And it's not much fun. I'm actually visiting my brother who lives in Nova Scotia. I mean, it's fine that we can quarantine with them, but I mean, you go on holiday to go and do a bit of sightseeing and shopping and things, don't you? So, just don't know what's happening yet. Yes, I think I need to go down a bit more with that one. So I'm not sure what we're doing. Hopefully we'll hear from the airline pretty soon, so we know one way or another. This is such a nice flower to colour in. It's very simple. Mind you, I'm not really colouring it all in, am I? I'm just doing the leaves. A bit cheating, really. I've seen some absolutely beautiful coloured images of this. Some people are very, very talented at colouring. I'm sorry if I keep going out of focus or out of camera shot. I can't see from down here. Just gonna go. Oh, I've got my furry bit there. These ends are the ends, the bullet tips seem to be the ones that are surviving. But the other one, the other end, the paintbrushy end, seems to wear out a lot quicker than the bullet tip, because I think everybody prefers to colour. You know, because I do classes, they get quite a bit of use. Talking of classes, I am hoping to open up real soon. I'm just waiting for a call back from my insurance company to see if I'm actually covered, because I know it's a different industry, but I know that my daughter-in-law has a her own business in beauty, and her insurance company would not insure them unless you know, if they were breaking any rules, if the government said you can't open yet, then they weren't covered. Obviously now they are. The government has relaxed the rules, so they are now working, or she is now working. So I mean, we all like to think that none of our friends or acquaintances would sue us, but when push comes to shove, I'm sure, you know, at times these things happen. So I want to make sure that I am well and truly covered to open before I open. And I'm just trying to just move that about a bit. I'm not sure I'm doing it right, but it's mine. Do what I want. I haven't started, well I have started designing my Christmas stuff for my kit classes and hopefully for classes. I've got a couple of projects in mind. You know, we normally do not just cards, we normally do a project for Christmas. I don't know, we've done the framed, you know, the samplers for Christmas and things like that. We've made crackers and wreaths and things. Yes, I've got a few ideas for those, but this year I've kind of sort of been hesitant in what I'm going to be doing, because I don't know whether I'm going to be doing kits or whether I'm going to be doing face-to-face classes. Sorry, I'm now going to cut this out. Yeah, face-to-face classes, because it does make an awful lot of difference, because obviously the main thing is they will be using stamped images and be able to use everything, all my products, you know. So been a bit hesitant at the moment. I have started designing cards. I did one yesterday, which I'm very, very pleased about. Ready for the Christmas kits, should I need to be doing kits. So it'll either do for, well, I say that, yes, it probably will. If I'm looking at it now, yes, it probably would be okay for a kit. So we shall see. We'll wait and see. So I'm waiting for a call back from my insurance company. As soon as I can, I will open. And what I've thought I would do is I have managed to source some, with the help of one of my ladies, Pam, some visors. And what I thought was we could all wear a visor, and others who want to wear a mask as well can do that, but we can wear our visors. I can easily socially distance you at the hall, because it is a big hall and there are plenty of tables to distance you. But like I say, I have to wait now for the go-ahead from the insurance company. But it is a good possibility. I'll be able to get the visors so that you don't have to go looking for them. I can offer them to you at a small price. They're not expensive ones. I will only charge you what they cost me. But hopefully it'll be sufficient for us to get back together again, because I really am missing my classes. Kits in the post are very much harder than face-to-face classes. There is a lot more work that goes into a kit class. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't know about my studio. I think it just depends on how the ladies feel. I'm not sure we can do 2 meters apart. We could keep 1 meter apart for sure. I could maybe get, can't get a whole class into my studio, but I could split the classes over a couple of weeks. Or over sessions on particular days, so we can work it out. But I wouldn't mind some feedback, ladies, if you're listening, on what you think about my idea with the visors, etc. I think I would prefer to wear a visor than a mask. Masks, I really do feel claustrophobic in a mask. I've only played with my mask. I haven't actually been out anywhere to wear a mask, but I don't like it, and I know it's better than wearing a ventilator. You know, of course, I would have, if I had to, I would wear it, but by choice, I would prefer a visor. And especially if, you know, the classes are like 2 or 3 hours long, that's a long time. I mean, there will obviously be a few other things in place. You know, like we would have to make sure that the products were wiped down before anybody else touches them, things like that. But I'm sure we can work it all out. I know a lot of you have been emailing me, asking me when I'm opening again. So I'm trying, ladies. Honestly, I am trying. So it would be much easier for me to do a class. Much easier. At the moment, you do enjoy your videos. Okay, I'm almost, I hope I've been in shot with all this lot, because I know when you're doing cutting out, you tend to hold the material towards you, don't you? I hope I haven't been doing that. I don't know. I might be starting this video all over again. Hey, finished. Finished. Lovely. Get rid of the rubbish if I can. Put it in my little bin. Okay, next job. I think what we'll do is we'll do our sentiment, get that out of the way. That's the last bit of stamping that needs doing. And I think it's the trickiest bit. So I'm going to just line that up there. Now I've only got one chance at this today. If I don't get it right the first time, I'm going to do one that I'm going to use one that I've already done. I know it's cheating, but I don't want to waste too much of your time watching me trying to get it on there. Right, I'm going to lay that down now. And breathe. Cherish every moment of this day. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. So what I'll do is I'll just chop that off the end to make it even. Get rid of that before I put my hand in it. Just gonna chop that bit off there. So that will sit on your piece of smoky slate. What I will do is I will just make a mark. I do things by eye as opposed to measuring. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just find it quicker. I'm trying to find my ruler or whatever. find it easier just to eyeball it. So there we go. So that will sit on there like that. Okay, get that out of the way. I'm just going to quickly clean my stamps. Oh, something's moving out there. That was a bit scary. Sounded like someone knocking on my door. But it's behind me. I haven't got a door behind me. So that's the flower. And we'll give this one a clean. I'll get that put away to get rid of all the stuff in front of me. Try and tidy up as I go. I'm trying to change and be a bit more organised when I'm doing my filming. Otherwise I land up with 10 ton of rubbish in front of me. Okay, because you can't see what's in front of me. That's the good thing. Actually, you can't see my desk at all. If you could see it, well, if you could see it. Right, we're going to stick this on. We are going to stick this on, but before I do that, I am going to put a piece of ribbon on there. Yes. So, I only want a small piece. I've already got little bits that are cut. Oops. So I'm just going to put a piece maybe that long. That'll probably go about there, I would imagine. About here. We'll cut that way too big. That's almost, can almost tuck that round. There's me saying I don't want to waste it. I've done so. Yeah, I have. So I should just tuck that round there. So I need to put a piece of, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus on the end of this ribbon. You can see it there. Doesn't matter that it's sticking out over the top. Just going to pop it about there. And I'm going to fold it over. Doesn't matter that it doesn't go under. I'm going to pop another bit on there. Completely missed. Got my mat instead. It's gone uphill. Hang on. There we go. So you're not going to see it because this is going to go right over the top like this. Somehow like that. But we've laid that down now, so that's good. We can attach, I'm going to put that away, we're going to attach our white mat to our Daffodil Delight. With a small border, hopefully. That'll do. I know it's slightly off, but it's quite off-putting really because you get the shadow from this on there. Does not matter. This is going to go onto your card. Doesn't that just look beautiful? White and yellow. White and yellow. So crisp. So crisp. going to put that in the middle. Got a bit of pencil, I think. A bit of pencil. Yeah. On there. Okay. Does that look straight? It'll do. Okay, this is going to go on here. But before I do that, I am going to put some Twinks Style on my flowers. Just to make it pop. Don't have to be fussy with Twinks Style. As long as you're getting plenty of it on your flowers. Looks like I've bent one of my leaves there, or one of my flower heads there. Never mind. So that's not quite got a lot on that bit. Let's give it a bit of a squeeze. Come on. Oh, it's running out. That's why. Oh no, I'm definitely going to have to order some more. Mind you, last few cards I've made recently, I haven't used it, which is most unlike me. This one's slightly darker than the other one. Not that it matters. Okay, so now we're just going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. Don't want to use half a packet, but it looks like I'm going to be. Could really do with. Just cut that one in half. Did you notice I did not use my snips? I do not use snips for cutting sticky things. Who knew? We don't do that. It's gone all quiet. It's lovely. It's quite scary, isn't it? Wind. Got quite a few trees and things around me. Spoke too soon. Okay. Just place this on here. About here. Remember not to go over, because you won't be able to get it in your envelope otherwise. Okay, now you're going to pop this onto here. Got a bit sticky on that table. To sort that out. Okay. Remember, it's just going to fit. Lovely. Just finishes it off when you can put an edge around it, you know, or matting. And then that is just going to lay on there over the top of your ribbon. The ribbon looks like it needs to just move a little. Not sure I can do that. No, it doesn't matter. That can go across like this. I didn't want to go too high. Maybe like that. What do you think? That's going to annoy me. It really does need to come down just a tad. That'll do. Okay, I'll pop that there. And I think what I'll do is I'll use flat there and on a dimensional this end, because this bit's on a dimensional. We just need a little bit on the end. I do it every single time, don't I? Every single time. Back to the drawing board, I think, with these, for me. I have it like that. Yeah. Would help if I took the sticky off. Something like that. There you go. And that is that. We've just got to put a little bit more bling on there. I seem to have lost the lid to my, what do you call it? I'll pop them out of the way. I'll find it in a bit, but now I've found it. I always put this on back to front as well. Back to front, upside down, back to front. Okay, I'm going to use my normal gems that I always use. My, if I can find them. I keep forgetting what they're called now. Rhinestones, that's what they're called, rhinestones. My normal rhinestones, which I can't put my finger on at the minute. I thought I'd got them out ready for filming. I have, but there doesn't appear, there's only 2 left in there. It's not the packet I need. So I'm going to have to retrieve some. Right. Here they are. Not got many of these left. Dear oh Lord. Okay. I'm going to pop a small one just in that corner. Whoops. One down there. And one up here. There you go. And that's it. That's today's card. I hope you've enjoyed watching me make that. I hope you don't get too fed up with my waffling. I find it very difficult to sit there in silence. I don't like silence at all. Whenever I'm in the house, I have to have the TV on or the radio on. I don't like silence. Only when I sleep. I like silence when I sleep, but not during the day, no. Okay, so there you have it. This is today's card. I think it's stunning. I absolutely love that image, and I love yellow and white, as I hope you do too. Right, thank you so very much for stopping by today and watching me put this together. I hope I haven't bored you silly and put you off from watching me again. If you've liked what you've seen, please give me a thumbs up. I want to be around on YouTube for a while. If you need to know what materials I've used and you'd like to purchase them, my online shop details are down below. All the materials that I've used are down below, and on my blog, which is www.twinksstamping.co.uk. 2 S's in the middle of Twinks Stamping. Okay, so thank you ladies and gents. I truly do appreciate your support. See you again soon. Bye bye now.